2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke and Rich, looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you? And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
They've decided to club up.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well holed.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
That's not the shot they're after.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. Oh, terrific. What an effort. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And he finds himself in a tie for third.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well played, mate. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the third. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
A well holed, he'll take the birdie.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
At -2, going along nicely today.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Right up in the canopy of the trees. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. And here we are with the third shot. He's currently tied for the lead. Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Setting up here with a very long putt. Just didn't drop. Putting for bogey here. That's frustrating. Time to make a putt here. This one's for double. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This would be a great up and down. Oh, so close. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Not a bad line, this one. Second shot here on the 6th. Opting for the 3-iron here. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just a couple back from our leader. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And this putt is to move into the top 5. Nice stroke. Good putt that. And that will take him to 1 under. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Going with the 5-iron here. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. And this putt for a share of the lead. Ooh. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here. Looking good so far.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
It's Ricky Fowler's turn now. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
Yeah, that one will play. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. Oh, just missed. This is a par putt. Okay, let's head to the next. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front nine, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in two. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front nine, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Luke, that's a swing only a mother could love.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Ooh. Well, you've just got to look with admiration. That shot took some serious skill. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. As we step into the second 9 here, Rich, and the short par 4 10th.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Yeah, that lie was mean. Not a bad escape.
This would be a good putt to make, to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. And here we are with the third shot. Just 2 shots behind. Eight feet to the cup. Hey, that's a chance. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Playing their 4th shot.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
This one is chewing fiber.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Looking better.
And that'll be a bogey for them on this hole. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Second shot here on the 12th. Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Good look at a birdie here. You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. I will take that also into the top 5 now. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Now 4 back after that hole. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Time now for the 4th shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Judging it beautifully.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Looking really good. Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. This one to save par.
This one's online. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's club and lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Ooh, that almost went down. And a chance to move into a tie for second here.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Good choice. Go with the 3 iron. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Okay, steady now. It's just about 3 feet away. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Currently a couple under for the event. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Steady on. Putting for par. And with that, this round comes to a close. And as this round winds down, he finishes in 3rd place.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole. That's inside the house of opportunity. This putt from around 18 feet.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And here we are with the third shot. It was on a good line. Bogey putt coming up here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
He finds himself currently tied for fifth. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of. But if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Outstanding approach shot.
And a fantastic look.
This looks good.
See this, he is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And as we forward. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Getting ready to play their third. Just 3 strokes back. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
Looking for another birdie here.
If it's up, it could be in. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
We have a par 4 on this one. Well, let's see if they can roll off that birdie at the last. Lovely momentum here.
There's nothing going to slow that golf ball down after that wicket hook.
And this shot from the bunker. A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied for second. Oh, he liked the look of that the whole way. That is absolutely brilliant.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
The leaderboard has them sitting in second place behind Tiger Woods. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Pretty good shot there.
Playing from around 240 yards.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind. This one is heading to a really not so good space.
That always looked wet, didn't it? And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Going with the hybrid.
A watery grave. So sad.
Here's their sixth shot. Just one shot back now.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Looks to be making tough work of this hole. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
They're going to need binoculars from back here to even see the hole.
That is a beauty. What a putt. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the seventh.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Straight out of the top drawer.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And that puddle drop. Well done. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Going with the 8-iron here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
This putt to move into a share of second place.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 3 under. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Second shot here on the 9th. Going with the 4-iron here.
Nothing good out to the right. This is in trouble.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And here we are with the 3rd shot. Only a few shots off the pace. Well, you like the look of those hands.
Such soft hands.
Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Getting ready to play their third. 3 shots off the lead. That was a gallant attempt. 14-footer. Go on, get in the hole. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And back to the course with the live action. Sitting at -3, tied for second place. An opportunity to make a par here. And down it goes. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. This shot here from about 240 yards. Just 3 back from the leader. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, there's the line, the greenside bunker. Can they get this one up and down? Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for third. Ouch, that hurts. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. He currently sits in third position. Now it's time to take a look at this 13th hole.
This one is off the charts hooked.
Let's catch up with another Jon Rahm highlight, shall we?
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he?
Found the sand just off the fairway here. Let's see what they can do. Well, that's a handy shot. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ooh, right by the hole. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Gets it to go down. Wow, what a save.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Opting for the 4-iron here.
That's definitely left of the green.
A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied for 3rd position. Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Oh, what a stroke. Nice little putt to hole, that one. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And tidy looking shot, that one. This would be a great up and down. That's inside the range, and with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Going with the 3-iron. That's just inside the range. Well, this will be a good putt to hole and a chance for 2nd place. Get in the hole. That'll sting a bit. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Yes, they've made it.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
It's time for a 1-shotter.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. And he needs this to save par.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
It's tracking. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Currently at -5 now for the event. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. Just didn't drop. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for second. Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hi, I'm Luke Helvey, alongside Rich Beam. It's been great to have your company here. And Rich, we're into the final round now. What's our next player dealing with as they get it underway?
In the top 5 starting the final round, so it's been a good week. But it will only be a successful week if they get the win come day's end. Lots of golf to be played and some good opportunities ahead.
Can't wait to find out what happens here. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful out of the sand. Putting for a par here. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot. Currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard. Time to play one of the one-shotters. Opting for the 3-iron here. Better be careful out there, it's danger. It's heading left, isn't it? And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
And there it is. Currently 5 under overall. Let's see what happens here at the 3rd hole.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number 1. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of. but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
And this one is for bogey.
It's looking solid.
There it is. He's currently tied for third. This hole is a par 5.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
That should find the sand. Setting up to play the shot here from the green side rough. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Hey, nice looking line. Yeah, nice mid-range. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. This one's bunker bound. Time to play from the bunker. And here we are with the third shot. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Great touch.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. This hole is a par 5. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
That is hunting for the hole. That's a great putt and an eagle as well. And that will take him to 7 under. Oh, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. We have a par 3 on this one.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Yeah, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Looks good.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Oops and uh-oh are never good words in this game.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. That shot goes down, and that will be for birdie. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
Just look at how they get this ball up and out of the sand.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9. That's a bit out of shape. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace. Good choice. Go with the 3-iron. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
Time for the 5th shot. 5 shots off the lead. Oh, just missed. This putt is of 9 feet. This is a good chance. Now 7 shots behind after that. It's time to begin this powerful hole.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Well, now you just got to pray for good lie, because that one's heading towards the sand. And here we are with the 3rd shot. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
It's got a chance. I love a player with big heart. You've showed plenty there.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
You like that, didn't you? And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Whoa. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. Penny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Well, that was a good strike. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance. Like the look of this one. Beautiful shot. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Oh, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Not a bad line, this. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 8 under. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Okay, steady now. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Currently 8 under overall. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. And the putt drops now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Playing from around 190 yards out. Just 3 strokes back. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. This one should find the rough. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 behind our leader. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And after that hole, the standings have this player in 2nd place, behind Tiger Woods. Always positive coming off
than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
A birdie putt awaits. Tracking. Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
And that's how he signs off on this event. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Well, Henny, we know a foul is a small bird, but this player should be peacocking after that performance, beating Ricky Fowler. What an effort.
Truly amazing. He took flight, landed the eagle, did an incredible job of beating Ricky Fowler. That just doesn't happen. Now, they'll be boasting about that and telling that story a fair few times in the coming weeks, let me tell you.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, can't they? While he might remind you of Happy Gilmore's caddy, this player is one to beat. And good luck in this rivalry because you're going to need it. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Judging it beautifully.
And this one is for his par. He's currently tied for 12th. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par fives on this layout.
They've chosen to club down here.
A bit wild on approach there.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Oh, well played.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 3rd.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
This one's right of the green.
Here's Will Zalatoris. And back to the play, shall we? No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. 7 feet to the cup. Solid par putt, that. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
This one to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. That's a great attempt from long range. So close. Trailing by 4 strokes. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Going with the 3-iron.
Oh, he's trying to silence the young buck Will Zalatoris with that one. Really putting his cards out on the table. Brilliant stuff. Yep, tracking nicely.
And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. Let's take a look at Will Zalatoris. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Around 110 yards to go. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Choosing the 9-iron here. Come on, get a good bounce to the left.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
So far, so good.
And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
And he's hit that inside the range. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
This is buckets. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 4 feet to the cup. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Was on a good line. Putting now for a bogey. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 9th.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. And there it goes from the sand. Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it?
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Now at 3 under overall.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards from the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short second shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your second shot is the correct distance.
Opting for the 9-iron. That got a little out of control, I think.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. That's tracking.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard.
It's tracking.
Oh, what a big putt to make that one. And that will take him to 4 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it.
This really looks good.
Big putt for par coming up. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in 1, but watch out if you hit the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
And this putt will take them to 5 under par.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Putting for a par now. And now 4 under for the day. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Looking good. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today. Looking great now. John, give us a small update.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 16th.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5, Rich, the start of the gauntlet.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
Didn't quite have the distance to get there, but left themselves in a good spot.
Nice recovery there.
Love watching this player around the greens.
He's currently just in second place. The par 3 17th, one of the most famous holes in all of golf. The Island Green, one of Pete Dye's, but really Alice Dye's masterpiece.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, Island Green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Wow, from a dodgy lie, Rich. How special was that?
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in. John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th.
He finds himself in a share of the lead.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. And if you find yourself in the fairway, Rich, at the final hole at TPC Sawgrass, you've obviously navigated a very tough shot. There's just one more to play.
There's one final test. The second shot at 18. Water ever so close to the left-hand side. Green has a lot of movement from back to front. Find the right level. Give yourself a decent opportunity to make birdie. But par, never a bad score at the 18th at TPC Sawgrass.
And that will do it for this player today. Why not take another look at that effort?
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And that there is the completion of a very nice day's work. Has the lead, Rich?
Yeah, slim margin right now. Lots of golf left to play. And you got to think that those players in the chasing pack, they're just licking their chop.
PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, as this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
Well, with such a small lead, Luke, I think that they need to produce something solid. Small leads are no fun. I mean, you're out in the lead and you're excited about that, but it can be lost so quickly if they're not careful. One bad decision could wreck it for them.
Well, it's all set up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this. Sitting at -8 for the tournament. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Going for this green in 2, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, well played. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Birdied their last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Currently 10 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Maybe some time on the practice green wouldn't hurt. Getting ready to play their third. Gee, that had a chance, didn't it? He's currently sitting in second.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. Time for the second shot here at the 4th. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
That's disappointing. Good putters will make these. Not on 5 feet. For the par. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
That dog will hunt.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
And that will drop in for a birdie. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Club up. I like this play.
9 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies. This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Oh, what a super shot.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Let's catch up with Will Zalatoris. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Okay, that'll work. What's in front of them, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Oh, this looks pure. Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out. And here we are with their 4. Just 1 stroke back and right in it. Wow, what a save.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Just 1 off the lead after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
And this putt to move into a tie for first place.
This one's tracking.
He's currently tied for first. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. And here we are with the third shot. He's currently tied for the lead. This putt coming up is for birdie. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. How close was that to going down? Now 2 shots up after that one. Teeing off now on the 10th hole. Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. Penny, how bad is this lie?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely. Nice out the rough here.
Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
A good stroke. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for a par.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Teeing off now at the 11th hole.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Look out left.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Always nice to have a birdie putt. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, we've arrived at a par 4.
Par 4, 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Second shot here on the 12th. Getting ready to play their third. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Beauty of a chip shot there.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
This one's looking good. Sitting at -14 now for the event. They say the 13th is an unlucky number, but I don't see it for you. The tee is yours.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this putt coming up for his par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. This hole is a long par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity. That's frustrating. Par putt coming up here. Leading by a couple after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course. Par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final three.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 2. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. Now this one, this is important. This for par. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Getting ready to play their third. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. And this putt to move to 15 under par.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
And now that finds him in first place on the tee of a par 3.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Well, this would be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Ouch, that hurts. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? how much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
There's water over there. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Is that right? I think so. That was a beauty. 7 feet to the cup.
Yep, tracking well.
And with that putt, concludes this players' round. Well, that was a pretty solid day's effort all round, and just 18 holes left to play.
Absolutely, Luke. Can't wait to do it again tomorrow.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard work. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances?
Luke, it's a small lead, but listen, it's better than trailing, isn't it? I like this player's chances. They've been playing rock solid the first 3 rounds. Even though the chasing pack does have some pretty heavy-duty names, this player has shown me the goods all week long.
Well, it's time for the preamble to be set aside. Let's get into the action. Just didn't drop. A 7-footer right here.
He's got this for his par.
Putt is underway.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
We have a par 5 on this one.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Ooh, right by the hole. Here's Will Zalatoris. Let's take a look at the current standings. Currently 15 under par for the event. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Such soft hands.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. This hole is a par 4.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Choosing the 9-iron here. It's a little wayward.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
That's a touch of class.
Great touch.
Time to resume the play at the 10th hole. Is Will Zalatoris. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Par 4, 471 yards to the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. 3 strokes off the lead. Going with the 6-iron here.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Oh, just missed. This is a par putt. He's currently in the 2nd position. Here we are at the 6th hole.
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath a tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Trying to get to 16 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Well played. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Par 4, 451 yards. All sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green. 2-putt and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
Well, safe on the surface. Maybe it's time to hole a long-range bomb. Putting for birdie. A bit long on that one. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. This one started out on a good line. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
That is absolutely brilliant. The rarest of shots.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Now Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. There's a good chance to maintain the momentum. That one's heading down Broadway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, the breeze ruffling their shirt, hitting their back. It's going to be tough to control the distance here.
This one might roll into the rough. Maybe needed to grip down on that 3-iron. That's airmailed. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's 2 shots back. Oh, I thought that one was going in. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Looking good.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Here we go, Rich. The back 9 on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Just 1 back right now, Luke, with 9 to go. I gotta say, can they overtake the leader? Let's find out.
Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 16th.
Well, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And that will drop in for birdie. And that makes him tied for first. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Hope they pack their bucket and spade because they're heading to the beach.
That's my line. Stop it. You can't do that.
That's some good golf right there. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. It was on a good line. A par putt on the table. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Handy effort, that one. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
This one's dialed in. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. 11 feet left to the hole. Well done.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th.
Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole-in-one, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. This is from miles away. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
This hole here is a par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. That's well holed. Leading by a shot after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Come on, don't be shy.
No, that's too bad. An opportunity to make their par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
And with just a slim lead with 4 holes to go, do they have what it takes to get the job done?
Oh, absolutely flushed. Rich, fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course. However, you're brave, find the center of the green, make eagle, well, life's good.
Looks good off the blade. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Uh-oh, this one's heading to the hazard. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one might need to set. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
What about the pace on that one? This is their 5th shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? It's just about 3 feet away. Nice line. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And this putt for a final score of 69. And that'll do it. That's all she wrote, folks. Well, I'd hate to use a tired old beaten-up cliche, but wow, I've made a career off it for the last 20 years. This player came, they saw, and they conquered. What a rivalry win.
Luke, you were my hero, so now I'm a little lost. I might follow this player as my hero and see how they do things moving forwards, because that was a truly phenomenal performance.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey, Luke and Rich. I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
That's a perfectly fine result, hitting from a lie like that.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup. All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Ooh. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
That's a good putt to make. That sets the great players from the good ones. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That's the right pace. This should drop. Just a 4-footer remaining. Good looking putt. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The 4th hole, the first of the par 3s on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Sitting at 1 under. Currently tied for 7th position. Ooh, that almost went down. And a par putt awaits him. Well, that's a nice line. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 5th is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it, though. Let's see.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Wonderful shot. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. And from the greenside rough here, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
He has this putt to save his par.
Starts off on a good line.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Needs this one to kick right. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
Wonderful putt, and that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Very crafty, that shot.
Judging it beautifully.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Playing from 110 yards out. Only 2 shots off the pace. Opting for the 9-iron. Woo, back there, horsey. Sitting at -3 in a share of 2nd spot. He can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. He's currently just in 2nd place. The back 9 at Innisbrook's Copperhead course begins with a par 4.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. If you leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging and will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. was a gallant attempt. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in two, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently a shot off the lead. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Putting for birdie here. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Atta boy, good shot. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
This one's looking good.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Currently at 6 under par overall.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Looks to be going with the 4 iron. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Setting up miles from the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Nice stroke. And now over to Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Sitting at 6 under for the day. Currently tied for top spot. Playing their 4th shot. He shares top spot. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And that moves them to -6 for the tournament. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Lovely touch. Well played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Nicely holed and for par. Currently 6 under for the round. The Copperhead course, the snake pit, we're right in the middle of it.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. This putt is of 9 feet.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, how about that one? And that will take him to 7 under. The Copperhead's penultimate hole is a good par 3 playing up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot. Plays longer than what's on the yardage. Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
This one has eyes for the hole. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Oh, great swing there. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Currently leading by 2. Oh, well done. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one will run uphill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. And Rich, as this round comes to an end, this player is just barely leading the field, but absolutely loving the action this week.
No doubt, Luke. And even with the very slender lead.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, as this next golfer starts the day, what are you thinking about their chances?
This player just needs to keep going out and just staying as relaxed as they have been. And don't take unnecessary chances. Just keep it simple. Find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts if you will, and see where it lands at the end of the day.
Oh, I've got those special chills up the spine. I know today's going to be a beauty. Let's get into it. Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts. Wow.
Ah, nicely done. Great chip.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Currently in first position. Time to face a par 4.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Second shot on the second. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Currently at 10 under par overall. Teeing off here at the third hole. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Going with a 4-iron here.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
This has a real chance.
Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Currently 11 under par for the event. Teeing off here at the 4th.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
And now we go to the 6th, where this happened just a moment ago. What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
This one's online. That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
This player is putting for fun.
Great shot. Second shot here on the 5th. Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. A look to get to 13 under par. That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Oh, went from the outhouse to the penthouse with that chip in.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Teeing off here at the 7th. That's not the shot he was hoping for. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Well, this should be unpredictable. Don't know what you're going to get from the golfing gods here.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
Time now for the 4th shot. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Leading by 9 strokes after that one. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Going with the hybrid.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And back to the course with the live action. And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. This is the 2nd shot here on the 9th hole. Well struck. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
A putt here to move to 16 under par.
Little birdie look in here.
This one's tracking. Oh, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Always love a new beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. You leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging and will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Big par saver coming up for this fella. That's pretty tidy. Yeah, we'll take that. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. Time to tee off on the 11th. That's a nice-looking tee shot, that one. Could roll into the rough on this one. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's return to live play now. Lining up the birdie putt here. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that's a tad disappointing, finding the branches there. And here we are with their fourth.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice. Yeah, this is lovely.
Outstanding shot. High quality.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
And back to the play, shall we? Oh, my.
That's some nasty stuff they were dealing with there. Great shot.
And this next putt is for triple bogey.
This is on a great line.
Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
And here we are with the third shot. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Getting ready to play their third. This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? 5 feet coming up to the cup. It's on a good line. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Opting for the 4-iron here. As soon as that left the club, you knew it was going left. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. This putt is about 8 feet.
This is what they have left for par.
Oh, nice looking putt. And in it goes for the par. He's currently sitting in first place. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Second shot here on the 16th. looks to be going with... Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
That's a well-played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
That will work. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a par here. Well hold. Let's move on. Now take the stroll to the final tee of this round. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Henny, what's the player facing here?
And from about 105 yards...
Nicely done.
Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity. Okay, steady now. It's fair to say that putt got away from them, didn't it? Playing their 4th shot. How about those hands? The hands of a surgeon. A great way to close out the day with a little chip in.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And as the second round comes to a close, they've continued their wonderful play. A nice buffer there on top of the leaderboard.
Flawless is what this player has been through 2 rounds so far, Luke. Absolutely flawless. Amazing performance.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey. PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey. Our next player dealing with as they start their round.
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. 9 feet to the cup.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
And now that finds him in first place. Setting up now on a par 4.
Downhill tee shot, and you want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
A bit short with that effort.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Big putt for par coming up. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Here we are at the third. It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it though. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
A bit too much club there.
And here we are with the third shot. Time now for the fourth shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? This one's for bogey. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Second shot here on the fourth. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
These are on rails, looking good.
Leading by 5 shots after that. Second shot here on the fifth. Quality shot, that one. Getting ready to play their third. That was wonderfully done. 7 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This looks good. Super shot, that.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Nicely done. Trying to get to 16 under with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
Just didn't drop. Putting for a par now. Oh, what a stroke. Yeah, nice to make a mid-range par putt. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. And inside the red. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Oh, just missed. Putting for par. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. And we've arrived at a par 3. Opting for the 3-iron here. This one needs to kick left. A putt here to move to 16 under par. Looking really good, this one. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Not bad. Time to take their approach shot into the 9th. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Ooh, that almost went down. And he needs this to save par. I don't mind the look of this. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yes, but if they start thinking about it, that's where the danger happens. They have to keep their head down and keep playing on the front foot if they want to see this thing home.
Oh, that was pure. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
That's disappointing. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Let's see if we can make this and keep the par on the card. Yeah, nicely holed. Now 5 shots up after that hole. Teeing off here at the 11th. Looks like this one's going to the beach. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Nah, this is so good. The bunker isn't even a trap.
This one's heading towards the rough, I think. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one's heading left, I think. And here we are with their 4th. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet.
Solid little par putt here.
Oh, and gets the putt to drop. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, wow. What a shot.
That was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shot.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely, I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. How close was that to going down? And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that was handy holing out from there.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Let's begin the 14th.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in two, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, almost went in. And they've done it. Hold another one from way out. What a shot.
Can't believe this, Luke. Again today, simply absurd. What did this guy do this morning?
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole. Well, there's no doubt this player is standing on the tee sky high after making the eagle at the last. Wow, what a shot. Looks to be going with the 4-iron. That's a great shot here at the 15th and sets up a look for birdie. And down it goes.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
It's heading to the rough for mine. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, that was left all the way off the club. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's a ripper.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Going with the 5-iron here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there. Second shot here on the 17th. And if this can go down, he'll save par. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Still in the lead now after that hole. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Well, this should find the short grass. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
They get a little ground draw here. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all. And there's your Valspar Championship champion, Rich. What a week.
Absolutely. Great playing all week long. Must say it was a hard-fought but well-earned victory.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Luke, while they've been out on the golf course, I've been cooking. Here, smell this. We've got to eat up. It's some humble pie. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.